Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Caden Besco of Northville football. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Casey?
I'm doing well. Of course, big win last night. Congrats on the win. And what does it feel like to get the win to go to 7-0, and for you seniors to go 4-0 against Heartland?
We expected, we knew the senior class was going to be good coming up through freshman and JV. We really expected the success that we're having. With the new coaching changes too, we got the coaches like perfect for us. They all with us. They all love us. They all love us like we love each other. So it was just a perfect mix between our class and then the new coaching staff.
Yeah, it just seems like you guys are gelling more together. And I just said this on another interview. It's like, this team was already pretty close, but people made you guys closer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So going into just this defense so far, and we've talked about this many times, and kind of talked about it last week when I was there. You guys have been just pretty dominant in this league so far. Just and that's another new coach as well with Sexton coming over from Canton. What has it been like to just learn from Coach Sexton?
It's been great. We have all of the returning defensive coaches back, obviously besides Sexton's now our defensive coordinator. And, he just brings that energy to practice, with school starting, you might think that, we get tired at practice, but he just brings up the energy so much. And, we have so much fun with him. He relates to us in so many ways. And I just think that's why our defense has been what it's been this year.
Okay. Remind everybody what position you play.
On offense, I play like an H-back. So I go to wide receiver, fullback, tight end kind of. And then on defense, I play outside linebacker.
Yeah. What's it just like to be, part of this pretty dominant linebacking core that you guys have?
It's great. Obviously, we have 3 returners from last year, and our defense is really good. And, I had pretty big shoes to fill with Hunter Laddick leaving, he was great. But, just it doesn't matter. We're returning pretty much everybody on defense. So, my job's pretty easy with the other 10 people on the field.
Yeah. Just to be, part of just really something special this year. I know a lot of people were talking about when you guys were seniors, you guys were going to be pretty good. And to do it with, and basically, with a lot of new coaches, what's that like to kind of be in the position that you guys are in right now?
It's great. Like I said earlier, we expected to dominate this year. Next week we Coach Lupo's first baseline jug week. It's gonna be really fun this week. We're gonna bring the energy to practice, but I'm doing this with all my best friends. We've been playing together since kindergarten, first grade, coming up through the Stallions, and then obviously joining together at the high school. You just couldn't ask for a better senior year.
Yeah. Of course, you just mentioned it, the baseline jug game. I remember, of course, this is, I can't remember a time, it's been a while since the Novi Northville game means a lot. Obviously, it means a lot, but I can't remember a time where all the stakes were that you guys have, because you not only just get the baseline jug if you win, but you also get you also take the division, and will possibly set you up for a spot, and also will send you to the conference championship game. But what would it mean to get this win? Just the course of last year, it seems like just Novi and Northville have been playing each other in pretty much every sport. And for people that don't know, the 2 teams are literally right next to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously it would mean a lot to me. I don't want to say that. Obviously, it's not going to be an easy game. They have a great team, great record. They air the ball out. So, we're gonna have to be ready for that. I mean, but I just have all the confidence in my world in my defense, especially losing to them in baseball last year, in the playoffs, that hurt. I mean, you never want to lose to your rival in whatever sport you're playing. But we beat them twice last year, so we know that they're gonna remember that. And we know they had this circled all year after we beat them in the district semifinals last year. So we'll be ready. I mean, obviously I'm confident in my guys that we're gonna give 100% to beat this team.
Yeah. And of course, a lot of guys, and you just mentioned baseball, a lot of those guys in my count, about 12 guys that were on that championship team last year for Novi. So what's that going to be like? And I'll ask you, no, I'll save that for the next one.
Obviously they knocked us out of doing something special for baseball, but that's over with. And we're all football now. The baseball players that are on the football team. We don't think about just the Novi players that play baseball. We're all Novi, every single person on that team, we want to beat them. And obviously they're going to make the playoffs. But stopping them from going to the championship game and we win our side of the KLA, that would just be great to knock them out.
Yeah, speaking of baseball, I know that there's been a lot of news surrounding Northville baseball with the brand new coach that you guys have. What's he been like to work with?
I haven't, obviously with football, I haven't worked with him much, but we had a full team meeting a couple weeks ago, and he's a great guy. I mean, obviously he has a lot of success coming from Liggett. And baseball, I mean, obviously senior year for baseball too, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We expect to do a lot of great things this year.
Yeah, we'll obviously get to we'll save a lot of the baseball conversation when we have you on again later in the year. But of course, going into this game, going down to Novi, that's going to be an electric environment. What's it just going to be like to just be part of that game?
I keep saying this. It's just gonna be a great experience. I mean, as a sophomore, a couple of guys got to dress for the Northville Novi game as sophomores. So thankfully I got a little bit of experience of how the surroundings and the fans are gonna be. But I mean, we've been playing in tough scenarios all year. I mean, we went to Howe on their homecoming. And I think that's going to really prepare us for Novi this week.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Caden, Besco, thank you so much for taking some time, and we will talk to you later on.
All right. Thank you, Casey.